Kaita, Japan America, Yakta Kunata.
Pilai ke Shamuichis, Wasingman.
Pan American Games are a continental version of the Olympic Games, including both the Olympic program sports and others suggested by the organization of the competition and approved by PASO. It aims to promote unity among people, carry a message of peace, and demonstrate the physical and athletic preparation of the participants. The first edition was made in 1951 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Basketball has been played in the Pan American Games ever since, with support from FIBA. Almost a week ago, the men's basketball final of the current Pan American Games was played, in which Argentina came in first place, Puerto Rico second, and USA third. Also, a few days ago, the women's basketball final was played, in which Brazil won, followed by USA and by Puerto Rico.
What is basketball? Basketball is a contact sport that is played on teams of 5 persons in a rectangular court. When the player shoots from behind the 3-point line, they give him 3 points, and when he shot in front of that line, 2 points are given. But you can also score with 3 points. That is like a penalty in football, and each of them worth 1 point. Finally, when the time is over, the match ends. So the team that has more points wins. But in the rare case of a tie, an overtime is given.
Now, you may not know the origin or creation of basketball, but don't worry, here it comes. This game started with 18 men in a YMCA gymnasium in Springfield, Massachusetts. Basketball creation was in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith under instruction from the head of physical education of the university. James was given 2 weeks to invent an indoor game that would provide an athletic distraction. The objective of this game was to condition young athletes during cold months. After brainstorming some new ideas, James created this new sport called basketball and developed 13 rules. This game was played with a soccer ball, pitch baskets, and 19 people per team. People started enjoying so much this game that it spread through USA, Canada, and England. In 1944, it was introduced in the Olympic Games, and Great Britain won the title.
You may be wondering why Peru haven't presented a women or men's team of basketball this year for the Pan American Games. Well, the problem has its origin about 3 years ago when there were elections for a new president of the Peruvian Sports Federation of Basketball. This new president was not recognized by the Peruvian Institute of Sport, so there was a bad inscription in public registers, SUNAR, and 2 bands were formed. One band was a federation that was allowed to represent Peru in all the different competitions of basketball all around the world, but didn't have the economic support. And the other band was the Peruvian Institute of Sports, that have all the funds and economic support but was not allowed to compete. This problem came to ears of the International Basket Federation, FIBA, and they gave them time to solve the problem. But they didn't agree, so the FIBA thought that it was better to suspend them of every competition. It is really a shame that this year our delegation is so big, but basketball is not in it. Some players have spoken up and say they are really sorry that all the athletes can give so much joy to the Peruvians and they are not able to do it. It's really a shame. Thanks.
Jugamos todos menos
Jugamos
básquet.
todos menos básquet.
Jugamos 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 todos menos básquet.